this is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
Welcome back to Keep or Cull, the series where we play all the games and we decide whether to keep or cull them. We are moving into SPIEL territory now.
Yes, we are.
It's getting very close to SPIEL, and we are doing some special Keep or Cull episodes, all with upcoming SPIEL releases. Couple of notes on them. First off, obviously everything is going to be review copies. Another thing that's important, and I feel this is important with all the Keep or Culls basically, maybe except the ones where we play the games in our collection, that's less important there. But us choosing Cull doesn't mean a game is bad.
No.
I know people usually take this is should I look at it or should I not? But please listen to what we say, because that's why we do these reviews. Is that a game that we cull might be just because we don't have room for that specific game in the collection, because we don't have room for games in the collection.
No,
it has to be a very specific
line.
game, yes. It has to be very good. It has to be super duper good and fit our taste in a way where I think I want to play this again. Because many games we play so many games. And many of those games are good.
Yes.
Many of those games are great. But most of those games we will never play again after we play them. That's kind of sad to think about, because there are games on these piles where I'm not going to play that again. But I do really like it.
Yes.
So it's kind of, I think it is important to listen to this, because I think that's fun. Listen to the words and listen to the rating, but I think the words is the most important thing.
I agree.
So with that said, we're going to SPIEL. We're going to be there. It's going to be great. You can meet us.
Yes.
Do you know when they can meet us?
At the meet and play.
Yes. Do you remember which day it is?
No.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Do you remember the time?
No.
4 o'clock, 4 p.m., the meet and play. I'm going to put the link in the description. If I forget, please let me know, and I will add it. And also, we're going to work the boots, the Porta and the Chili Fox booth are the ones we're going to work. We're going to be there Friday from 14 to 18, and we're going to be there Saturday from 10 to 2. So if you want to come by and say hello or play a game with us, you can do that there as well. So we hope to see you there. And of course,
give us a secret sign.
We would love to see the secret sign.
Yes, always.
And with all of those things out of the way, if you have seen this now, why didn't they talk about the games? You could have skipped to it with the timestamps. But now, we're doing games.
No. This
First off,
is Castle Combo.
Let's do the thing first.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom!
Oh, you're choosing Cull. I actually want to keep this.
Yes.
Ha ha ha. Okay. This is a super fast, short, and simple game, and it's basically making combos. So you're
in a castle.
In a castle. So you're purchasing these cards, and they have a color and a special scoring or an ability, and you're placing them in a 3x3 grid. And what you want to do is basically make the best combos. And it's so simple, and that's why I want to keep it.
I really like this game. I have played it multiple times with this copy. I also played it multiple times on BGAs. If you want to go and check out if it's for you, if you want to buy the game, you can play it on BGA first. I just feel like I played it.
Yeah.
I really like the game, but I don't know. I'm going to look at, if we keep it, I'm going to look at it and stuff and be like, oh, that would be fun to play. But I'm not going to be like, I have to play it.
Yeah.
So this is more of a harder choice. Of the Sunniva telling me to actually cull things even though they're fun.
No, but we have so many games, so I'm okay with culling this, even though I really liked it. Yes,
I'm gonna give this a 7. I think it's a very fun game. If you enjoy the spatial puzzle, very short, sweet, 25 minutes, it says up to 5 people. Highly recommend checking it out.
Yes, I'm gonna give it a 7 as well.
Next up, we're gonna have another small game. I almost said it's a review copy, but as I said, since these games aren't out yet, it's review copies. This is Courtisans. This is from, what's the publisher? It's Catch-Up Games and BlackRock in Europe. I'm pretty sure Pandasaurus is doing it in the US. I think actually I saw a copy of it at Gen Con. Another small card game. Let's do the paddle. 1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a double keep.
Yes.
I just these are some good games coming out this year.
Yes.
In general.
So far. SPIEL is going to be good.
Yes.
SPIEL is going to be great.
Oh, yeah. But Courtisans, I like hidden information cards, these, what you call it, the majorities and stuff.
Yes. Most of it is not hidden.
No, but...
Just the spies.
Yeah, but there's a lot of negative points in this game. And I could potentially not like it, but I really do like it. I like the production. It's beautiful. I like the artwork. It's beautiful. and also like what you're doing in this game. It reminded me of Biblios. I know
Yes.
you don't agree, but that's fine. You
No,
have
yeah,
like
this one I agree.
Oh, you do.
Absolutely,
You
yes.
do agree.
It was
okay.
another one I didn't agree.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you do on your turn, you have 3 cards, and you choose 1 to give to another player, 1 to give to yourself, and 1 to like affect, like in the middle of the board. And then you can either put it on top. That means that that color is going to hopefully have positive points at the end of the game, or below it, and then it's gonna hopefully, if you want it to be, negative points at the end of the game. And you also have the secret missions where you want it like, this family needs to be like in something, the negative,
Yes.
for example. I thought it was super fun.
It's very interesting, like a push and pull back and forward. You have your desires of this family having positive and negative points. I have mine. Really, really like it. I'm going to give this a 7 as well.
7 for me as well.
Next up, we are going to have... Oh, it's the other way around. You have the Cull side.
Oh!
There's something super weird happening. Next up, we're going to have Gardlings. This is a charming little game. A push-your-luck game from a Lion, which we're going to say because it's like... It's a review copy, but we also know the designer.
Yes.
And it's made by the designer and his daughter.
Is it?
Yes.
Huh, that's cool.
That
I
is
didn't
pretty
know.
cool. I actually just read, Christian had a designer diary on BGG that you can check out if you want to read more about how the game came to be. And now let's do the paddle so we can go and see. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Boom.
Okay. It's a Cull from me, a Keep from you.
Yes. This is a game. The weird thing.
It's a game.
I actually like this game more after reading the thoughts about the game, behind the game.
Okay. I
The
haven't read
designer
them.
diary, because this was Christian played a roguelike slot machine game on Steam, and he wanted to make a board game that felt like a slot machine. When you're just like, you don't know exactly what you're getting. It's a bag building, push your luck, kind of like a Quaxo Quedlinburg.
Yes.
I like this better. And you are wanting to have like, you don't know exactly what you get, but the turns are so quick and you're like leveling up and doing that. So reading that, I was like, okay, so that's what kind of you want to go into the game with. Because the first time I played this, I was frustrated because I don't like to bust.
No,
I don't
hate
like the
it.
feeling of busting in this kind of games. But playing it more after the first time, I was trying to go into it with this feeling of, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to just have fun with this little puzzle. It's a very cute little puzzle. You are basically drawing tiles and placing them to match gems. And it's a race. You're trying to be the first player who has 20 or more gems at the end of a round where you can buy tiles and you can buy the trophy and you win. And that's basically it. But if you have less, you're going to buy new tiles. And playing the advanced version, which I think is like what most gamers are going to do, there are ways to manipulate, to move tiles around, to try to get these special tiles. You can play the nice version if you just want to like lose a little bit when you bust, and it doesn't really matter busting that much. But it's just that kind of trying to get that. That's what they're trying to do, is giving people a dopamine rush of playing a slot machine. And it's kind of weird because I enjoy the game more after reading the thing, which is kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't read it, but I really like this game because it feels like Quaxo Quedlinburg meets Sorcerer City to me,
Yes.
without the real-time element, because you want to like build and you then choosing what tiles you want to purchase, and then you can have like, okay, this matches with that, or like gamify a little bit, and I enjoyed that part. The thing is that push your luck isn't my thing.
Nope.
I always want to push, and
you not always have your luck.
yes, I bust. So I don't. Yeah, I just like no. So I'm just not gonna play it, even though I like it.
Yeah, I think that if you enjoy push your luck games, this is lighter than Quaxo Quedlinburg.
Yes.
It doesn't have that much variability of the different powers or different like leveling up stuff. But for me, this is less frustrating when I bust.
I agree.
Because in Quaxo Quedlinburg, it feels like a big thing.
Yes.
Here it's more like, oh no, and I only have, but you get something all the time. Like you get like a pity pig, which I like, and a coin, and you can use coins then, so it has like the catch-up mechanism.
Yeah.
But it also has a kind of like, if I always manage to buy better tiles, I'm always going to be better.
Yes.
But it's a like 25-minute game. So I think that, do we have Quacks of Pelagonburg yet?
No, we call it.
Because I would like to switch them out. But I don't think we have a game like this in that category of just like a pure push your luck game.
Flip 7. We recently acquired.
Yes, so that doesn't feel like this.
No, it doesn't.
And it has like the
it's
deck
your
builder.
choice. You're
Yeah,
the keeper.
I think that I'm going to keep it for now. It also has it's very thin.
Yeah, props to the box.
Also, maximum reason for keeping it is there is a mini expansion with missions in it.
Okay.
That every player is going to have different missions that they try to do as well as placing it out. That's going to be interesting to try out.
I'm interested to see if that makes me more bothered with the luck or less.
Yeah, so they hope to have those ready for, this is going to be at Spiel, and they hope to have the expansion ready produced for Spiel as well.
Okay.
So we're going to keep it for now. Next up, we're going to have on my side, if you watched our Game of the Month, you're going to know where this lands. Okay, we're going to do it. 1, 2, 3, sad face.
It's a double
Oh,
cow.
I didn't say boom.
Boom!
I had to say boom.
Yeah.
The thing is,
This hurts.
if I was a solo player, I would have easily done this.
Yeah.
Because I would have liked to play this solo. Because there is so many puzzles, and I love puzzles. The problem is that my puzzle brain and your puzzle brain, when we can't speak, does not work.
Because this is how the game works. If you played Magic Maze, you know that it's a non-speaking game and it's cooperative. In this game, they've taken out away the real-time...
The cooperative way.
the real-time element of this game, and you're solving a puzzle with the restriction of the movement of the characters, which I thought was fun. Like, I like the concept.
Oh, yes.
But in, like, reality, with different brains and not talking, we got so frustrated while playing this game because I'm sitting and be like, oh, I finally figured it out. We just need to move this and there. And you do the exact opposite. I'm just like, what are you doing? And I can't communicate that to you.
No.
And you are sitting thinking the exact same thing.
Yes.
And we just get frustrated. So I would like, if I'm going to play this, I'm going to play it solo.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that.
But if you know that you and the people you play with are either not going to get frustrated by that and you love puzzles, or you know that you have like brains that are going to work in similar ways, I think this is now, it's not a bad game. It just did not work for me.
You know what it reminded me of? The Zelda puzzles. Because I love playing Zelda for all the puzzles. So it reminds me of that.
Or like the old, very simple ice sliding puzzles in Pokemon.
Yeah, but like right when we played it and you kind of gave up, I was just like, okay, you can do something else now. I want to play this.
Because that's what I would have liked to, but none of us did really play solo games.
Yeah.
Just so for me, I'm going to give this a 5.5. I would have loved it to be like a 9 because I was so excited for it. But sadly, it didn't work for my brain.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5. It could have been better, but it didn't work for us.
Next up, we're going to have a bigger game. This is Golden Cup from Cranio Creations. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Boom!
It's a call from me.
What is going on?
Nah, it's a keep from you. Yeah.
What is going on? This was your biggest surprise of the month.
Okay.
What are you just like being cool?
No, but it's because we had too many games and I'm gonna play it. But I really liked it.
This is so
I
different
did.
and this
Yes,
is so weird.
It's so unique
and whimsical.
And I've called biggest surprises before.
That is true.
Does
you
matter.
Like biggest surprise, like a game I did not like. I was very surprised by it.
But this is a game that, because it was on my, like, the most surprising, because I thought when you explained the rules, I was going to dislike it
yes.
so much, because I was just like, nope, that sounds horrible. And then we played it and just like, oh, but it's actually really fun.
Yes.
And yes, it's whimsical, and yes, it's lucky.
Random.
Yeah, it's random, but it's the theme that kind of, like, we usually say that we don't care about the theme, but sometimes, and this is a great example of games that get elevated by that.
I think it's fun because I think it's like the best testimony to this game is that we have a couple of friends that just like, they have played some games, so we are starting to play games with them to introduce them to more hobby games. And one of them is like very into like the artwork, how the game look, and the theme, I think, as well a bit, but mostly like how it looks.
Oh yeah, and he loves this nature artwork,
Yes.
like very, yeah.
And when I was teaching this game, he was afterwards saying like it sounded like a horrible game. Like I didn't like looking at it. I think I was going to be a bad game. And he said like of the games we played, this is his favorite. This is like the best game he played of all the like the hobby board games. I don't think it's the best game I ever played, but I think that this does something. This does something I didn't know I needed.
Oh yeah.
Like this does something.
Super fun.
Like it's just like I'm getting this weird team of people trying. Oh, now we're fighting in this battle, 2 versus 2, drawing shits. Hopefully I get them. I'm gonna roll some dice. Yay, I managed it. Oh no, I didn't. I missed
And a
again.
really tight economy bit.
Yes.
It's super short, but it's there.
Yeah, and I just like I think this does things in a way. It just makes me happy.
Okay, we can keep it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep this
convinced.
because this is just like a. It's so different and so. This was so big of a surprise because I was just, as I said, like we got it. I read the rules. I was like, this is gonna be just like random stuff, and I think it was perfect the first time I played it as well because it was like if we just played it 2 of us the first time, I think we might not have liked it that much. But that's not playing it with those people, getting that fun, like laughing, and it's. But there is strategy, there is tactics. But it's also a lot more luck than I usually like in my games. I really recommend this. I'm going to give this another 7.
I'm gonna give it a 7 as well.
Yes, there are a lot of 7s. That's basically how it's going to be. But that is not too bad. I'm happy playing 7s. Now we have Saltfjord. We have already done a video about this, or I have already done a video about this. With one of the designers, Christian Amundsen. And now we have gotten the actual copy of the game and we have played it. That's how we usually do
This
things.
is kind of a new version of Santa Maria.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom!
This is a double keep.
Which also means that for Santa Maria, it's a
Oh,
Cull!
well, for some games, I'm just like, oh, we can keep them both. But in this game, I like the changes that they have done with
Yes.
it. I prefer the theme over Santa Maria. And
Yes,
just like,
obviously.
obviously. And this is Norway, and the other one was.
It's not.
Yeah.
This is a fishing village.
Of course, we prefer this.
Yes.
Well, but I think that this is a superior game.
Yes, I love this cover art, by the way. I think like the blue in this, even though blue is like your color, I think this is very beautiful.
Cool.
I like Santa Maria a lot, and I think this is just better. Like, if you have been looking for Santa Maria and you can't find it, buy this. This is just doing all of the things in a more fun way. I like the dice drafting, I like the action, activating the buildings with the dice. I just enjoy all of it. Just go look at the video. We talked a bit more about the intricacies and the things that's going on in the game. But this one, we actually, again, we know the designers, so you know that. But I would have liked this the same. It's not like I like it more because I know the designer. I just like the game.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that people we know make good games.
Oh, yeah.
It would be worse if it's like, another game from the people we know, it's a 2. Stop making games.
Yeah,
That would not
that
have
would
been
be
fun.
really sad.
I'm going to give this an 8. I think it's a great game.
I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Next up, we have no more games. We have 8 games that we kept 6 games. We kept 4 of them.
Maths.
But like, there's good games. I think Spiel is going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
We are doing some more videos coming up to Spiel. We're doing the top 10 anticipated. We're going to do a top 10 anticipated demos that we want to play. We don't usually play a lot of demos, but there are some demos I want to try out. And we're also going to do like talking about all the games that we played. Maybe do like a top 10 of the games we played. I think we're going to end up having played like between 20 and 30 releases before we go down there.
This is an insane year for us with Gen Con and Spiel back to back.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are extremely privileged to
of
get
course.
to get to play all these games. I remember like before we had the channel, before we went to Spiel, we didn't see new games for so long because Norway. Yeah. But yeah, we're thankful for that, and we have so much fun playing all these games.
Yeah, so like a huge thank you to the viewers, because if you weren't there, then the publisher wouldn't send us these games, and a huge thank you to the publisher who want to let us play all your games. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. Biggest or best or worst, Saltfjord is best. This is worst.
I
Basically
agree.
the same. And also this one is. And go like there's a lot of good games. I
Yes.
just think that the games
Are
are
good.
good. Yeah, basically. And I'm so happy because there are big, heavy games that I love. These are random games I love. A small tactical card
Yes.
game I love. There's like so many different things. I am a happy board gamer.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the end of the video. If you watched it and you liked it and you think we are okay, you can help us big ways by clicking the subscribe button.
Yes, do it now.
And you do that by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Selma.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings. And bye-bye.